welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a new series I'm doing called MaxRush. This should be really cool. Let's get started right away. I can't wait. Okay, here we are on my new account, iSpeed Max, and we're calling this series MaxRush, and it's about rushing as fast as possible. But there's another reason why it is called MaxRush. My buddy Tim, who I have to give a big shout out to, he's a member of Here Gang, really cool guy, had an account that he summoned Maximillian on that he hasn't been using. So we are going to use Maximillian everywhere we can. He's one of my top 2 wanted LD5s that I've not been able to summon myself. So now I get to do an entire series built around Maximillian, which is going to be awesome. And this is going to be another beginning series, so if you're new to Summoner's War and you're just figuring out how to play, I'm going to be providing a lot of tips on how to do things quickly in Summoner's War to get you up to speed to start making your goals. And so the goals of this account are going to be a little bit different. I just finished a video series called The Rush, and the goal of that series was to get Summoner's Way done as quickly as possible. And so within 10 days, I got up to TOA Hell level 1, and I finished that, and every quest in Summoner's Way was finished in 10 days. That was pretty cool, but the focus of this one is going to be different since the plan is to utilize Max as much as possible. And so my first goal is to get to Giant's Abyss Hard as quickly as possible, and then get to R5 stable as quickly as possible, because the goal for this account will be to put together an RTA team. And can we get to Fighter 3 RTA, C1 RTA? I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot. We have 2 key pieces for RTA already. We have Maximillian, who has a 24% speed lead, and then we have Tiana, who's a strip and an attack bar boost. So those will be the 2 key pieces. But if I want to get anywhere in RTA, kind of using like a speed cleave team, I need to get a second threat other than Max. Otherwise, people are just going to ban Max. I won't have any damage, and I won't be able to do anything. Because this account does not have Lucian and does not have Cocky. So Tim had been using this account basically just to summon. So this isn't like a brand new account. You can see I've got some other monsters that I pulled out of storage that I'm planning on building as we go through this rush. A lot of these are either for R5 or TOA, because I'm still going to be doing a decent amount on TOA. I do have Shimate, who's a 24% speed lead, but not a lot of people use him in RTA. I occasionally see it, but for now, he's my second speed lead. And so you need, for doing cleave and RTA, you need 2 speed leads, and you need an attack bar booster, so we've got that technically. And then you need a secondary strip. So Tiana is 1 strip, need another strip. So what I'm really hoping to do is pull Clara. That way I can have 2 speed leads plus 2 strips and 3 monsters. But if I don't pull Clara, we'll have to use Shimate, and then we need another serious damage threat so that people can't just ban Max, and that's the end of it. So Lucian and Cocky might work for starters, but we'll see what else we might be able to get. And so you can see that very little has been done on this account. So Tim was just logging on and collecting scrolls and summoning. That's all he was doing. So, nothing. So basically, nothing's been unlocked except for Giants B1 is open. But we can see our beginning Giants team is going to be Lapis, Max, Naomi, Bella, and Crow. And so that's probably who we're going to build. Well, now Lapis will not stay. We'll have to find another monster to utilize. And Maximillian is going to be awesome. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun showing what he can do. He's just going to be destroying everything. I think he does actually have runes on him right now. So Max just soloed the giant. We'll use Lapis for now until we get something better. But you can just see Max just did everything. Lapis wasn't even needed. That was hilarious. So that just shows you what's going to be going on with Maximillian. So does he? I think he has runes. Yeah, so he's got speed, crit damage, attack. It's actually that's not a horrible beginning set for him. So we're going to have to get him awakened. Awakened's going to, increase his critical rate, so he'll be almost max crit. Outstanding. And then Tiana actually has a decent rune set on her. I don't know where he got this from. It's probably one of the beginning rune sets. But plus 118 speed. So then I think if we go here, yeah, we've got Arena open. And so we can go into Rivals. And we can show you. So we're going to be doing probably this to start. And we'll have to speed tune it. But we're going to have Tiana go first to strip. And then we'll have Megan go to attack boost. Shania go to AoE defense break. And then Max will kill everything. And if not everything dies, with the extra boost from Megan, Tiana should be ready soon to do her AoE. So that's going to be our initial arena speed team, just to farm arena. Clearly we're going to have to speed tune it and level them up. So yeah, it's not ready yet. Of course, Max already does a defense break on his skill. So Shania might not be needed that much. I'll have to think about that. And maybe once we get Lucian, then we can have Max do the defense breaks, but Lucian won't need those. But we'll have to think about the team. We'll show it later. But that's the initial thoughts around arena offense. So that's our little intro. And so what we're going to do now is go off camera, and we're going to work on doing Summoner's Way and unlocking all of this, because we need to complete all of scenario as quickly as possible so that we can open up R5. We need to be able to get to R5. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep pretty close track to how much time I spend on the game. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently than the Rush video series where I was doing it by days. I'm actually going to do this series by hours. So how many hours does it take me to complete something? And so it's now 10 a.m. on Saturday, October 26th. And we're going to see how many hours it takes us to get to a stable Giants Abyss Hard and a stable R5. That's the first goal. And I'll also be looking for as many summons as I can along the way, because we want to do summoning for this at every episode of this series. So should be a lot of fun. I'm going to get started on the boring stuff, and I'll come back once I have something to show you. Okay, so we got about 9 hours in today. We hit a little bit of a wall. We need skill ups for Crow and Naomi. And we made a lot of progress, so we'll go through that quickly, and then we're going to do some summons. That's the main reason for getting on. And we also got these 30 runes, and we're trying to see if there's any runes we could... Ooh, that could be really good. No, not bad. So, we're going to keep that because we have just basically no runes. That's not good. That's not good. It's also not good. all these legendary runes, but this is a really bad batch. Let's see if that rolls speed. Nope, that one's gone. Ooh, a crit damage rune with speed sub. Okay, not great, but we'll take it for now. We can roll that for speed later. Okay, first batch of 10 was not so good. Let's see if we get something better this time around. That's terrible. That's also not very good. See if that rolls speed. Unlikely. No, not enough. So we're starting to build up. Yeah, that's a nice attack rune, especially if you just want to avoid resistance. Always. So that's now a re-app. So we're going to do re-app as slot 5 on the description. So re-app there. Ooh, crit damage, that could be nice. Could we get some speed? The rest of the subs are horrible. No, that's not good. But we could potentially re-app that. So it's early game PvE. We could use some stats. There's a speed. That's garbage. Also garbage. And garbage. Yeah, lovely runes. Thanks, comp to us. Just want to see if anything's not so good. Can this roll speed? Once into, if it rolls like a 6 into speed again. 5? I don't know. No, that's a sell. It's not worth it. Keep it around for a little bit. Maybe roll that later. That's trash. We were hoping to get like 2 or 3 usable runes out of this. It's debatable. Not really. Speed. No speed there. No speed there. No speed there. Ooh, boy, those are bad runes. Okay, so that didn't pay off. So we are just working on 2A Crow right now. So we're going to see how he's doing. He's at 77%, so we're getting there. And so we'll look at Summoner's Way here real quick. Make a rune plus 12, we did that. We need to win an arena later. But so we already did Novice, we're on the intermediate progression. So we're cruising along in Summoner's Way. We completed the fast level up, which gives us an LB scroll. We completed the daily dungeon, which is another 5 scrolls, mysticals. And we completed fusing the Wind Dryad, which gives us a nice violent focus set. We use that on somebody. We're making progress in some of these. We got Steel Fortress and Punisher's Crypt up to B7. And we completed the Trial of Ascension mission, which is getting Tyrant up to 6-star. Or, well, 5-star. So we've been making some good progress there. Okay, so we've accumulated about 140 mysticals, a few elementals, 2 light darks, 6 legendaries. And we're looking for Kaki, one of the Water Twins, and Clara. Those are our biggest needs right now to move things forward. And we'll go ahead and use the new monster summon just because. And we're approaching 200 summons on this. There's a lot of things we need. We're looking for Inugami and Martial Cat summon skill ups. and some very needed 4-stars. So there's one skill up, that's good. Is that really that bad? I think it is. 1 lightning out of 70 mystics, is that right? Can't be that bad, could it? Oh my god. Okay. Another worthless 4-star. That's a fusion monster and a dupe. We at least wanted one of our 4-stars that we were looking for. And we're not, I don't think we're getting it, folks. This might go down as the worst summon session ever on any of my accounts starting up. You usually get at least one thing you need. It's not happening. You can't really count on legendary scrolls to bail you out. Those are usually not very good. Come on, one of the water twins, please. This is going to be really rough if we don't get anything. And we're actually going to have to use our... Wow. We're going to have to use these because, you know, there's Talia. That's what we're looking for. Now we're looking for lightning on engraved summons, formerly known as scam stones. When you're relying on scan stones to get something, that's pretty bad. Come on, give us Talia, please. No, water blade denser. It's not what we want. At least give us... Talia, please. There we go. Okay. We got Talia. That allows us... Alright, there we go. So we got the water boomerang warrior. That's really good. So now we can block her as well. Okay, we went from a downright awful summon session to we at least have the water twins. And then we have a few... It was actually not bad lightning out of the engraved scrolls. We only had 15 of those or so. Okay, can we get Lucian or Kaki or Clara from one of these legendaries? That would be awesome. Or a really like amazing Nat 5 for early game would be great. Third Water Blade Dancer. Wow, okay. That is a dupe. We just got, well, Tim, who gave me the account, got him. The chances of getting a dupe. Okay. I don't think we have the materials to feed him right now because we haven't done any Rift Beasts yet. Yeah, so we'll feed him later for LD scrolls, not... We don't need a blessing this early in the game, but the chances of getting dupe Nat 5s are extremely low. There's a star. She's useful for Necro. Wind Kung Fu Girl, which is a fusion, but I used the... So I got the fusion pieces for Fire Panda from the event. And now, and I'm actually using that Wind Kung Fu Girl in Steel Fortress. So this is the one that we can use for Fire Panda. So Don't have to fuse another one. That's more or less an Orion skill up. Okay, can we get LV Lightning? That would be funny after such a horrible session. Dark Viking, that's a secret dungeon. That's not helpful. Light Bearman, I think we already have one of those.